Alright, so I thought I'd just do a quick walk around on things you should check before you take your vehicle in for a state inspection. Now I'm in Texas, but these are going to be common things that probably about any state is going to require your vehicle to be good on. If you've got one of these things that's not good, more than likely your vehicle is not going to pass safety inspection. So just coming out to your vehicle before you even get in it, make sure your tires are all good. Make sure they're aired up properly. They'll check your gas cap, and what they're specifically looking for is that rubber seal right here. If that's cracked, they're supposed to fail it. Make sure your insurance is up to date and that you've got it. I usually put mine in the passenger seat, that way it's just right there, easy for them to get to. Make sure you do not have a check engine light. If your check engine light's on, as soon as they get in the vehicle, they're probably going to come in and say the check engine light's on, it's not going to pass. Now the first thing I do, turn the key on, turn the lights on, headlights, make sure the low and high beams both work. We'll turn the signal on, make sure your marker lights are good, make sure your signal's working. This is going to be for the left hand or driver's side. We got brake lights, we got turn signal. Not brake lights, tail lights. Tail lights on both sides. Right hand turn signal. Rear, right hand turn signal, front. Again, marker lights working. If you have fog lights, they do not have to work, so don't worry about your fog lights. Some vehicles have one, some vehicles have two tag lights. Only one has to work. So don't let them get you on that. If you have one of these out and they try to tell you that it won't pass for that, I'm going to put a list. I'm going to put the link to the Texas Department of Transportation's list of what lights, the entire inspection criteria, but it specifically says only one tag light has to work. So don't let them get you on that. Now the next thing is brake lights. Now it's kind of hard, obviously, unless you have someone else to help you, you're not going to be able to do this, unless you're backed up to something that when you hit the brakes, the reflection you can see. But the brake lights are going to have to work. So let me just depress the brake pedal. Brake lights are working. Brake lights are working. The third brake light does have to work. So anything from 86 newer should have a third brake light, and it's going to have to work. The horn has to work. Wipers have to work. Not only do they have to work, but they've got to be in good shape. So check your wipers. If they're torn on either edge, they'll reject it. So make sure both wipers are in good shape. The windshield in Texas can be cracked. It can be cracked quite a bit and it's still going to pass. The windshield is a non-inspection item in Texas, as long as it's not caved in or anything. So don't let them get you on cracked windshield. Again, the link to the actual inspection criteria is in the description below. Now, if you want to go one step further, your mirrors. Make sure you've got at least one rear view mirror that's not cracked. Your IM readiness. Now, usually if your check engine light is off, you're going to be good. But sometimes your light will actually be off, but your readiness monitors will not be set. And most of the time that's because you either had the battery disconnected or you reset the DTCs in the computer. When you do that, there's a couple readiness monitors that take a few drive cycles to reset. Well, if you've recently reset the codes or cleared the codes or disconnected the battery and you think you're getting ready to drive up to get it inspected, you need to run an IM readiness monitor check. Now this is just a very inexpensive, this is like a $40 or $50 code reader. Any code reader will work that is able to check the IM readiness status. What I like about this particular one, other than the fact that it's got a pretty decent sized screen and its color, is it's just got a single button you hit and it's away it goes. And this is going to quickly tell us whether the IM readiness is good or not. Usually once you get that green check, you're good. Malfunction indicator lamp is off, 0 DTCs, all 8 readiness monitors as applicable to this vehicle are all good. They're all ready by the green check marks. These red ones here that are grayed out, they're not applicable to this vehicle. If any one of these were red, then you may want to look into that. Now, if you've got a 2000 or older vehicle, you can have 2 not ready and it'll still pass. If you have a 2001 or newer, you can have 1 not ready and it'll still pass. So keep that in mind whenever you do your check. That's not uncommon to have one or 2 not ready, and depending on the year of the vehicle, it may or may not be good here in the state of Texas. Anyway, that's the just a quick inspection that you can do, quickly to increase your odds of passing state inspection. And anybody can do it, a teenager, a woman, before you take your vehicle in for state inspection. That way you're not going to be disappointed that you drove up there, you're in the lobby, they've got your vehicle pulled in, and now they're coming in to tell you that, you've got a bulb out or a wiper blade that's not any good or whatever. So it's a good idea to just do a quick walk around just to make sure the general things are good before you even back out of your driveway. Obviously, they're also going to check your exhaust system and things under the vehicle. I'm not going to go through that, but I will tell you that if you have brake issues, if when you drive your vehicle, you've got a hard pull to the right or to the left when you apply your brakes, they're going to fail up for that. If you have grinding whenever you put the brakes on, they're going to fail up for that. If you have any kind of a leak that looks like it's coming from the brake system, they're going to fail up for that. So, just if you want to kind of look through your wheels, make sure there's no brake fluid, that'd always be good. I personally don't really do that. I can tell by driving it whether the brake system's good. Your parking brake is supposed to work, so make sure that when you push on your brake pedal or pull your handle that it will hold the vehicle. And I think I already said that make sure you've got your tires aired up, make sure your tread is good, and most likely you're going to be okay whenever you go get a state inspection, as long as everything under the hood and under the vehicle is intact and in good working order. But anyway, that's it. Make sure your mirrors are good. I think I mentioned that. That's pretty much it for this vehicle. That's just common things that you can do real quick as you walk around before you go to the inspection station. That way you're not going to be upset, that they found something that was so minor that you should have caught it, but you didn't take the time to take a look and make sure everything was good. Anyway, we're done. You guys take care. We'll see you.